So we'll be looking at this task. We're needing to open the employee second file, CSV file. And here we're going to replace it with some of the formulas in those following cells. So I have already done it here, so I'm going to explain what is it. So you don't need to add this second row. I just added for some information. You just can carry on directly from the second row. Okay, you have in the first row the employee reference number, and you have the name of the employee, which is combined both the first name, which is this the last name, and then this is the first name. And notice that it is separated whenever you're examining. Try to also check how many commas or what is the comma. So we have a colon here, and we have a single space. Sometimes it is double space, triple space, so you need to be careful about this point. Then you have over here the address separated with the comma and then one space. This is the first address, this is the second address, and this is the third address. In first question, we need to get the most left three characters. So to get the most three characters from anything or any specific cell, here they mentioned to us to get it from the name. So, from the reference number. So it's just simply use the left character or left function, and then first thing is the cell or text, and then how many characters you want to extract, and it's going to give you those characters. The same will be applied from the right side if you want to extract how many characters. So include first the cell and then how many characters you want to extract from the right side. We have also the mid character, or the mid function can get the mid characters for you, and it is mostly flexible and it can work with both left or right. You can ignore right or left and you can use mid instead, because it is the most flexible method to do it. Okay, so the character, the text is taken from A3, which is from the employee reference. And then we have the second parameter, which is supposed to be the starting number, from which number you want to start to extract. So let's say in this case, we need to get from the third character up to only one character over here. So we just need to get only the third character, which is D. So you just can start from the third character. It starts from 1 and so on. And we need to get up to one character, or how many characters you want to get. And you will be able to get it from setting it in the third parameter. Let me hide this so we can move to the next. Okay. Here we need to extract from the third character till the seventh character from the reference number. So the same thing, we can use mid. So this is the text, and we need to start from the third character, so we can extract till 7. So we need to start from the third character up to 5 characters. So it's totally going to be from the third character up to the 7th character, and it's going to give us 5 characters. The next one is the length of the name. That's pretty easy. You just can use the length, and we're going to use length later in right and left extractions. It's going to be very helpful because it's give you the full character length. The next one is the position of any colon or any symbol. You can easily use it by using find function. So you can just use find. And then here actually we have 3 characters. You can use up to 3 parameters. So you can use up to 2 parameters. The first one is defining the character, which character you're using. In case here we're using colon, so you better put colon. Semicolon, you better put semicolon, and so on. So in here I'm trying to get the position of this colon. So it's going to be just semicolon or colon, and then within which text you have to specify which text you want to reach inside it, that specific symbol. Okay, right now where it's important, we need to reach to the family name, and actually family name, as I mentioned, this is the first family name and this is the first name. So we need to reach to the first or the leftmost side of this name. That's pretty easy. We can do it in many ways. The most easiest way is using the left function or the mid function. You may use either of them. So I'm trying to reach to that first part, so I'm going to show you how I used left. I have just started with the left function, and I mentioned which cell is going to be used. and then I try to reach till the colon or that specific symbol in it and stop it over there. So I try to reach by using find to that colon inside that same cell. Let's assume I didn't put this -1. So you can see it stopped till that colon. And then I subtract it with -1. So I will avoid that colon because I don't need it. I only simply need the first thing. And then you can replicate it for others. This is by using left function. You can also use the mid function. By using the mid function and then specify the cell you want to get the first part in it. And then here we're going to start number, going to use 1 because I need to start from the leftmost. So I'm going to use 1. After that, I need to get the number of characters to be stopped up to the colon location. So still again, if I didn't put -1, so it's going to give me till up to this colon to stop there. But I don't need the colon, so I'm going to say -1. So that's how I get to the family name. Given name, okay, let me hide this. Given name right now, it is going to be the most right side of this family name. So again, I can use the right function or I can use the mid function to get it. So mid is usually flexible in both cases. So to get the first one, let me hide this for, I will just leave it. So let me show you with the right function. With the right function, I have used right, and then I specified which cell I have to use. So it's definitely this B3. And I'm going right now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to reach to the whole character or the whole length of this whole cell. Okay, so I can reach it by length. And then I subtracted the left portion of it, which is by reaching to the colon's location and subtracting whatever is from the left side of that colon. Okay, so length, you're going to get, let me show you that. So length, you're going to get is the whole length of this whole character. And after that, I'm trying to reach to the character, to the colon. So it is up to 5. So 12 minus 5 is going to give me the rest remaining characters. And then I also, I saw what I did. I length minus find. So I will give me the rest of the whatever on the right side. That's by using the right function. If we use the mid function also quite easy. We're going to use first the cell, and then we're going to start. In this case, we cannot start from the very first here. We need to get the form starting from after colon. So colon is very helpful here. I can just locate the colon location, plus it with 2. Why I plus it here with 2? That's because this is going to give me the colon location. I don't want this location only. I need to be plus space and then reach exactly with the K. So I need to plus it with 2. Notice that if you have multiple spaces, you need to care how many spaces you have. So in case here I have multiple space, I need to plus it with 3 and so on. So in this case, I have only single space. So 1 space for space and another extra space for the K. So cell find by using, I try to reach to the character or starting character by reaching to the colon and plus it with 2. And then this is optional number. I mean, not optional, but writing this number is up to maximum number that you want to include the name it could be. It could be 100, it could be 50, it could be 30, whatever maximum you think it's the right number. You just can put it over here to reach up to 50. So let's say if I put it even up to 10, some of the names can be longer than 10, so it's not going to include it fully. So you better put maximum number to include it. Okay, that's for the given name. And then the next question was how to get to reach to the town or city, the center part of the town or city. Here they want to reach to this center part of it. Okay, I'm done with this, so I can hide it. By breaking down the cells into small parts, so I'm going to add a new column over here, and I am going to get the most right part of it, including this mid part. By reaching to this column, comma, and then following whatever the rest. In the second part, I'm going to reach only to the center part by using left function. So it's pretty easy. So I'm going to show you how I did it. First, I used the mid function to reach to the second part and the third part of the address. So I used mid function and I used this cell to reach to it. And then starting number, I need to locate the comma. So it's this comma location in this cell. And then +2 because of the space, and then to reach to the first character in the next address. And then how many characters you want to show, up to 50 or 100 or 20, up to whatever address you want to reach. Great. So that's going to give you the most right side of the address. After that, the second part, I'm going to depend on this cell. So I'm going to use left and I will depend on this cell. Ignore this right now. So I'm going to depend on this. So I have to use left. Why left? Because I need to reach to only Dundee from here. So left, and then I located that it is in this cell, and I am going to get it up to this character. So find up to this character or this comma, and then subtract it with 1, so you don't need to include this comma with you. So that's exactly going to give you this address. Right now in the exam, or for example, let's say by mistake or something happened and this got deleted because this wasn't asked by the question to be added. You can see how the results is happening. It's not showing you fully. So to avoid this type of issue in exam, after you're done by adding this column and after you're getting this exam or this result, don't leave it as your final results. Do what I'm going to do right now. We're going to substitute. So this is my main. This is my main function. Okay. I'm going to show you. I'm going to put it over here. And then this is my second function. Okay. I'm going to take this function and right now I'm going to substitute all n3s. I'm going to substitute, yes, all the O's n3s with this function. Okay. So let me take this one. Let me put it here. And I'm going right now to take n3, whatever is inside n3 function, and I'm going to substitute them. So over here, you can see n3 and n3. So this answer, let me just show you. You can see this answer. Okay, let me take it this one. This answer is exactly similar to this answer. So it's going to give you exactly the same result as you can see. So in case I deleted this one, it's not going to be affected anymore. So do like this in your exam, and this is a better way by breaking down into simple cells and then working on them.